Hi, I'm John Stera, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the roots and the repotting that I'm gonna do when it comes to this Philodendron Brazil. Now, this one really actually started off as a cutting, and I was wondering if it would be okay or what was going on, and so a lot has happened. I've wrapped this around in here and I want to do that again. Now, what I had been doing was I hung it, I put it in macrame, and my problem was that I would just forget about it and then it would just dry up. I wanted to fix that by giving it a reservoir so it's bottom watered. And so that's the goal for today. Right now we're going to check the roots, we're going to talk about the soil, we're going to go ahead and look at the wicking rope, and I'll tell you what the new planter will look like. And hopefully I'll be able to hang it and never have to touch it again. So I'm gonna put it in here. Now, I appreciate if you watched my last video, and I wanna let you know that this one has smaller type of holes in here. The other one had a 1/4 inch. I think these are 1/8 inch holes. Now, we talked about the other brand in the last video. This is just Target, Room Essentials. All right, and it says it's a 6 inch, and hopefully, well, I've tried putting it in one of the macrames and it looks okay. So we'll see if this works. All right, there's like rope in the rope, so I'm gonna see if I can get it to thread through it all. Yep, there it is. A smaller rope. There you go. Nice. See? I'll just stick one of these up like this, and then I'll do it again. There you go. Let's take the inside out. That's hilarious. And then I'll feed it through again. There you go. And here it is the other side. There you go. Just a little bit on the bottom, and you can kind of get an idea then what this will look like as it's inside the reservoir. Not bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and seal it up. Very good. And I'm gonna put the soil just a little to start, and then we'll take a look at this. All right, we'll get the rest of it ready when I put the plant in. Let's check it out. Moment of truth. Let's see how this plant looks. It's easy, nice and dry, so it's just gonna fall right out. Yep. I had a feeling there's just a few roots here, all right? But what is helpful is as it's been wrapped around, it is putting new roots here, all right? So actually what happened is, you see this? This is where it began. And then this is more than ready to cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, that's for sure. All right. Yeah, look at this. See, it's just one long strand, and what I'm gonna do is, since these roots are ready, it's just like air layering. I'm gonna cut where there are strong roots, and then I'm gonna stick it back in, so hopefully it will cascade out. Cool. Yes, it worked. I know this will be fine if I put this in. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut kinda here. The rest should figure itself out, but this should prop just fine like that on top. This should be just fine as well. Maybe I'll start with this guy. I'm gonna save this one to see if it will wanna climb up. Well, this is really shallow, so I'll break up a little bit. All right, there you go. Now you get a bigger sense of the root system here. Really small, but super cool. You know, the interesting part is none of the rest of them, oh, this did. This is the only other root. Right here. All right, so I'm gonna get one of these ropes, kind of put it in within the root system here. See how that goes. And let's take a look at the rest of this. I think I'll just do the same thing and just spin it around. This has new growth too. Did you see this? This will be very promising. All right, I'll let you stay. One other thing that I'm pretty sure what will happen is it will break here. All right, it will grow from here because they usually grow in one direction, even if it's a mid-cutting. But we'll see when it comes to that. I think I do have to cut this off if I'm sticking it in the soil. Okay, here we go, ready, set. All right, let's do the rest of this. There you go, another cut. All right, well, that's the thick of it. So hopefully this point and this point end up growing. That's my goal. And then I put soil under one of these nodes, so that should be happy. That should figure itself out. I think this will be okay, just like that. All right, I have a little guy here, and I have this one that I'm gonna be able to do on my own. Okay, well, very good. Ooh, this one has a root sticking out, so I'll tuck that back in. So if you want to see what happens to this later on, go ahead and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It does a lot and it helps me and growing this new channel. And it also shows that appreciation. Again, thank you for your time. It means a lot to me. And just have a wonderful day. See ya.